covert or stealth yield curve control has already restarted. On Thursday, the New York Fed issued a new press release updating their policy on their bond purchasing program, and it looks like they're going to start moving more and more. They call it slight adjustment, modest adjustment of their bond purchases towards the long end of the yield curve. So your 10-year, your 20-year, your 30-year US Treasuries, rather than just the front end of the curve, which is what most financial professionals say with regards to yield curve control, is that the Fed can only control the front end of the yield curve. However, the Fed has been doing covert yield curve control for a long time. They don't always do it, but they do intervene in markets. They don't always announce it with a press release. But as you can see with the yield curve chart on the right-hand side of your screen, long end of the curve, the 10-year, the 20-year, the 30-year, had already spiked well above 1.5% and were climbing higher. So the Fed is going to come in and try to cap yields at an acceptable range. There's only certain interest rates that the U.S. federal government can pay interest rates on the national debt, especially if the Fed is going to buy more long-dated treasuries and the US Treasury is going to issue more long-dated treasuries instead of short-term treasuries, which the US Treasury has been getting away with for the last 10 or 15 years, issuing a lot of shorter-term treasuries compared to other times in the past. So I also put screenshots from tweets with Fred Hickey and former hedge fund manager Bill Fleckenstein about the yield curve control. They called it a form of stealth yield curve control or covert yield curve control. The Fed normally doesn't issue press releases like this updating policy, but I think the Fed is starting to get worried based on what we're seeing on the long end of the yield curve. So the Fed's balance sheet should start to expand in the not too distant future, although this past week it only increased by about 20 billion, give or take. Finally, if you like content like this and want to help keep these free videos free, it takes a lot of work to put all these articles and charts together on a storyboard, record the audio, and then edit it. Please chip in $5 a month for my Patreon. There is also over 150 articles, charts, and audio podcasts behind the paywall on many interesting topics about investing and the economy, including many articles on companies and sectors. And there's 5 new articles in the last 2.5 to 3 weeks. So there's a lot of added value there behind the paywall. I think it's one of the best values out there. You can see for yourself, only $5 a month. If you don't like it, you can always cancel. But I think you're going to find that it's a lot of value there. Plus, you're helping me pay my bills because Google AdWords revenues on these YouTube videos doesn't pay anything. Definitely check out my Patreon. I think it's one of the best deals out there, and thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and hopefully we'll be over 50,000 YouTube channel subscribers in the not too distant future.